What's going on, everybody? So today, if you joined us on the live feed on Facebook, we went out with Megan today. My buddy David from Florida came down, and we were just kind of going over some lighting techniques and whatnot. And we had the beautiful Megan here help us out on some of the shots we were wanting to get and kind of play around with some lighting. But anyway, this shot right here, I was actually using a West Scott. It was a West Scott highlighter, and it's a curved reflector. It's really cool. It gives a good, nice, balanced light across the face, underneath, and both sides. Reduces the shadows, lightens up the hair a whole lot. Up here, you can't see it. It's actually out of the photo. I have a speed light with a gel over it to give it more of a like a orangish, yellowish temperature of light to come down right here. You can't really tell that much, but it was just enough to where it would get the sides of this fur up here. And basically on this shot that I did right here, you can tell it a little bit more. But this is the shot I'm going to edit real quick. It's just going to be a quick edit. So what I'd like to do is I'm actually going to crop this down just a little bit, not too much. Okay, maybe a lot more than I thought. There we go. I like to keep a little bit in the background to make it look like we were in the woods. Like you can see the tree, the leaves, whatever back there. I want to keep both sides of the tree. I was going to crop it where it was right down the center of this tree, but too many people do that. I would just want to keep it a little different. Really, she was amazing. Had her hair done, makeup was great, everything was on point. So there's really not a whole lot of editing that I have to do to this image. Other than, I don't know what that is right there. That could be a little off that light that came down or just something on the jacket. But I'm thinking that's part of that catch light. It kind of reflected down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Photoshop real quick, and we're going to get rid of that little spot right there. It's kind of annoying. And that little spot right there as well. So off to Photoshop we go. Whoa, what was that? Okay. The reason why I like to use the hilling tool in Photoshop, it's a little bit more accurate than Lightroom. A lot of people ask me, like, why don't you use Lightroom's hilling tool? I'm just like, I just prefer Photoshop. It's a little bit more accurate and a little bit more professional looking, I think. So we'll see how this turns out here. Took that right away, no problem at all. That little spot right there on the jacket. I get a little OCD whenever it comes to black. You get so many little things on black, and it's so easy to show up. All right, that's basically it. There's a little crease in the forehead, maybe a couple little lines I might get rid of, but most of it's all natural. I really don't want to mess with it too much. You want to keep the model as natural as possible, and not unless they like say something different. But I like to just clean up a little bit, you know, especially if it's for a portfolio. You want to make sure you got your best work out there. No matter what, best work or not, I'm going to just do good no matter what. You know, I'm going to do good if it's a portfolio, or if it's a shoot for anybody else, I'm going to do good. You know, I want to do my best at it and produce nice quality work. So, all right, we got that. I think we're done. I feel pretty content with it. So I'm going to go back, save this, go back to Lightroom here. All right. Megan. She is so beautiful. All right. Contrast. Let's see. I'm going to turn this exposure up a little bit. I like using a lot of contrast, but see, I got that light up there, and whenever I turn this exposure down, you'll see that light. See that, this light up here, I'm going to actually turn it down more. I'm not going to do this. I'm doing this on purpose. This light up here is actually coming from that speed light with that gel on it. That is what I really like about that. And I really want to just get that. It just gives a little bit of a kicker to that photo, and I really like it a lot. So I'm going to turn that contrast down a little bit. Really, there's not much more I want to do to this photo. I might take the clarity brush. I'll go in here over the tree, just a couple times over the tree. Make it pop a little bit, her jacket. Here, everything looks good. I'll go over the fur. Fur on the coat. All right, there we go. I don't know what else I should do to this. What else should I do to this? I could, let's see, go in and clear the eyes up a little bit. Which, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to soften up the skin just a little bit on this. Not much. People go overkill on softening skin. I'm like, what did you do? She did good on her makeup, though. That's one good thing. Good job, Megan. You did good on your makeup. I'm just going over it a little bit just because I want to flatten it out just a tad bit. Not too much, just a little bit. I'm actually going to take that sharpness, kick it up a little bit. Exposure up a little bit. Shadows up a little bit. Go back down in that area. There we go. I like it. It's looking good. It's looking good. All right, now I'm going to go back in with my clarity. I'm going to hit these eyes real quick. That one's going to be a little darker. I should have done that one separately. Have that sharpness in there. Clarity's in there. There we go. Let's see what the other one looks like. Yeah, see, it's going to be a little darker. So what I'll do is I'll do that one separately. Hold on. Whoops. The whites of the eyes too, I like to keep a little bit wider. Which back here, yeah, you can definitely tell in the other eye. You want to whiten that up. Just enough to where make sure eyes pop a little bit. So we got to shine that one up just a little bit more. There we go. Awesome. Actually gonna throw the sharpness in there a little bit of that. Bada bing, bada boom. I think I'm done with that. There we go. Beautiful. All right, Megan, I think you are done. I like this photo. I don't want to do anything else really to this photo. I think I'm feeling really content with it. What I might do is take the highlights down just a tad. See what that shadowing, I like how it was. I like the colors in that. It looks pretty good. Well, that's it on that photo. I just wanted to do a quick edit, and that's basically what I have right there with Megan. And David, he did a really good job as well, helping out. around there, but we can do like a before and after. See, it's not a whole lot of different. I mean, around the eyes, whiten the eyes up, cleared them up a little bit. The teeth, we can whiten the teeth up a little bit. Not saying you don't have white teeth. Don't freak out, Megan, okay? Because I know you're probably going to be watching this. But that's probably what we'll do. We're going to go into teeth whitening here and watch how this tool works. We're just going to be the dentist for the day, give you a little teeth whitening. There we go. A little bit more on the exposure there. White, knock down that exposure just a little bit. There we go. Done. Yeah. So basically, this is how we were shooting today, guys. We had the West Scott highlighter, which was amazing. Love it. Illuminates the face with all that fill light from the sky. Got that nice, let's see, speed light with that gel on it, which casted this nice golden look on her jacket and the fur right there. A little bit on the hair right there on the ends, which is amazing. But that's it, guys. I will be done with this photo. Thank you guys for watching.